2.5 hours, but we're going to do as much as we can. All right, so we got to this part already. This is your training. When we got to the ARRA, that's David's presentation, and I'm glad he could do that presentation because I don't know any of that stuff he was talking about. I know the names and I know a very little bit about it, but I can do it when it comes time to do the return. You know what I mean? So I know he said he's not trying to overwhelm you, just kind of show you what's new, and don't let that bother you if you didn't remember it, okay? Because you know, you've seen the textbook. We can't teach you all that in a day. I have to take the test every year. I have to read all the stuff, and you know, the tax law is huge. I mean, you can't learn tax law in a day. So our job today is to teach you. If you have a question, where do you find the answer? All right, without going, hey, coordinator, I don't know the answer. We want you to take advantage of all the resources that we have. Okay. So the training requirements, that's what I said by basic, intermediate, advanced. Taxes 101, I put that in there for new people that have never done taxes. Now, how many people have done a tax return before in their lifetime? Hopefully everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe half. Who's never done a return, doesn't even know what we're talking about. Perfect, okay. All right. Actually, Juan, do you mind bringing in that flip chart thing that's in the hallway? Yes. So when David's talking about head of household, you have no idea what that means, right? Most of you. Yeah. All right. You do know what it means.
I have an idea, but what's the legal definition? What's the IRS?
I don't know. Like I said, I was like, he's going to ask me tough questions. I'm not going to know the answer to anything because I know where to look it up. All right? So. Sorry, Juan. I forgot it was helpful.
Something else might get another.
But anyway, we're going to teach you how to find the answer to that, basically. Who here has had a job before? From like an employer, not your own business or anything like that. You worked for an employer before, and you got a W-2 in the mail at the end of the year. You knew what to do with it. You knew to bring it to the tax guy. How much did you pay for that? How much you guys pay to get your taxes done every day?
I pay more than 20, 30 bucks.
20, 30 bucks? You have friends that do it?
I have paid $300.
300 bucks?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. If you are research consultant and then yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all understand, all right, let's start back at square zero. All right, square zero. Why did y'all come here today?
To help us.
To help people do the taxes?
To learn.
To learn, okay. The reason why the IRS has this program, okay, it's community service, obviously, but we spend a lot of money on this program to pay my salary, which is very high, and all the supplies that you have, and the software, and everything like that, the advertising to save people money in your community where you live, okay, because David talked to you about EITC, and we call everything, sorry about this. Lawrence EITC Coalition, 4 sites that you all be volunteering at, whichever one. They're part of a coalition, and we're doing taxes, and we're trying to educate people. EITC is a big credit, obviously. I mean, that's where people get the most money when they do the return. But a lot of people will come in, like City of Lawrence. All right, there's a lot of unemployment, a lot of low wages, right? You'll see, I can't say any of the names of the companies, but you see like a professional tax preparation service pop up all of a sudden on the street corner, and then come April 15th, they're gone. That's, I don't want to say all of them, but some of them, it's a predatory practice, meaning they know that there's low-income people, they get big refunds, right? They're not very educated about taxes. So I could say to them, give me this tax return, it takes me 5 minutes, I have one W-2, $500. People don't know, is that what I'm supposed to pay? Is that high or low, or that's just what it costs to do taxes, right? So people pay. That's why they have us here. We're going to try to make people that get EITC keep the money in their pocket, right? We don't want to pay $500 tax preparation, or $300, or $30. We don't want them getting those refund loans. Tell them how much some of those loans cost.
Well, it could be up to 30%. So, to be honest with you, coming from accounts management, I saw direct taxpayer accounts, and people call up essentially wondering where the rest of their refund is. Pretty upset, and I look at their account, and I could see when the IRS issues a refund, it goes out as one check. It doesn't go out as two checks, it goes out as one. That means that the total amount that they qualify for a refund goes to their tax preparer that they had their tax refund done at. The tax preparer at that point takes the amount that they had deducted for their fee, and then gives the remainder to the taxpayer. The taxpayer then gets the amount that they see as their refund, that they generally don't understand that the difference of what they were supposed to get on their tax return and what they received, there must be some mistake that the IRS made. There must be another check coming. Unfortunately, there isn't. When we issue that refund, it goes out as one, and I tell them, it's like, we issued you a check for $2,500, and they saying, well, and I talked to people, many of them, that said, well, I only received $1,200. You only received $1,200. Well, then you need to go back to your tax preparer and ask them why you did not get the rest of your refund. I saw and talked to many people across the country that were basically not refunded nearly enough of their refund, and it made me sick to see that. So to come in from accounts management into this unit that is now kind of enabled to talk to yourselves to say, hey, you know what, I saw it firsthand. I saw people basically ripped off from the tax preparers anywhere from $500 to $1,200 each.